Welcome back to the IH Sports Network Roundtable, live from El Rey. I'm Ben Garrett. He's Tim Smith. He's Rick Keaton. And these two guys were our First National Bank players of the game on Friday night. From Oneida was Caden Rector. From Scott High, Brady Strunk. We didn't plan it this way, but they just both happened to be the quarterbacks. So, guys, congratulations. Brady, we'll get to you in a moment. We always make you last because you got a lot of good things to say, right?
That's right.
We're going to start with Caden, and I'm going to let Tim take this over, but I got to point out 12 of 18, I think, through the air on Friday night against Wartburg for 222 yards. I think they said that's the first quarterback for more than 200 yards since Cody Yance, which would have been almost 20 years ago. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, that's right. That's what we understand. So, and Caden, you and I haven't talked much. You don't talk a lot, right?
No.
So this is going to be work for me. I've got to get this out of you. All right. So Friday night, going back to Friday, and you've been without your top rushers for the entire year. Weston stepped in, and then he was out. So it felt like Friday night, especially in that first half, that for the first time we kind of became a pass to open up the run game. Is that kind of how it was, do you think?
Yeah, pretty much. They started to stack the box a lot, so we couldn't do much running. And so pretty much our only option was to pass. So we decided to pass, and it started to work, so we just kept with it.
Now, you spread it around to a lot of guys, and I know they probably all are coming back telling you they're open when they don't get it.
Just about.
Yeah, who's the worst to do that? Let's just out him right here. Which one is it, Colton?
No, probably Todd.
Is it Todd? Okay, all right. So now let's talk about Colton. Let's talk about this play. It's 3rd down, 38, and I admitted earlier, I kind of said on the radio, I guess this will probably be a draw play. And then, were you surprised that it was going to? When Coach May gave you the call, walk us through that.
Well, he actually gave me a different call, and then I went to the sideline and told him to just trust me, and we decided to run what I wanted to, and we scored off of it.
Wow.
Well,
very nice. Very nice.
Now that's going to lead me to a question though, because I want to call back to you're calling a play. Do you think that somewhere down the road, do you like this enough? Do you think enough about football? Is this something you would like to coach someday? Is this a pursuit, or do you even think about that?
Not really, but I would probably enjoy to be a coach, yeah.
You know, and the reason I ask that is because your great-grandfather has the highest winning percentage of all coaches at Oneida. He had 43 games. Bill Jacobs, I'm speaking of. Bill Jacobs coached 43 games, and he only lost 4. Mm-hmm. Probably he would say he won 39 and some of them lost 4. No, I don't think you would say that. But it's an incredible stretch. Obviously, one of the most incredible stretches for Oneida history, 58-61. And he kind of set a tone. There was a really strong Oneida presence through that time. Jack Beeler before him, Coach Jacobs, and then into Ben Daniel. But that's a lot of pressure. Do you feel pressure from Oneida fans that they've been spoiled and they expect?
No, not really.
A little bit. Do you expect that? I mean, you grew up watching a lot, right?
Yeah.
You've been around it the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty sure, like, right when I was born, like 2 days after I was born, I went to a football game. So I've been around it my whole life.
So you play football and basketball. Is it a fair question? You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Do you like one over the other?
I like them both the same, pretty much.
Yeah. Do you have 2 different coaching styles for your head coaches there? I mean, Coach May and Coach King?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But as a player, you adapt to whatever that is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Now let's go back to the guys coming in telling you they're open. Because I look at the stat sheet Friday, and there really shouldn't be much complaint because you're spreading the ball around quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just so. Do you have a pattern that you like the most? Do you like the middle of the field? Do you like the deep, the outs? What is your preference?
I like the 10-yard out the most because it spreads out the ball and it's hard to guard.
Yeah. You seem to be very successful on whatever you're doing here. I want to go to one more play before we switch over because this is a Brady Strunk show. This is 2nd week in a row, so we're just going to borrow one more minute from Brady. But that first week in Williamsburg, the play to Elijah, you hadn't run that in a game successfully to that point, had you?
No.
Was that new this year?
Yeah, we put it in like 2 days before the Williamsburg game, and Coach May called it, and Lige ran the route, and I threw it to him, and he scored.
Yeah. I am going to ask one more. So
Hey, you're good.
yeah.
I swear, you're good. That's
No,
no question.
in watching the game film too, one of the things I've noticed is I think I would be very comfortable with Colton Darty as a target. He gives you quite a bit of length there.
Yeah.
Some of you guys are a little bit harder to fit it into, right? They got the smaller strike zone.
Yeah, but they're quick though.
They are, absolutely.
That makes up for it.
Yeah. All right, Caden, we'll get you some more here in a minute. Let's hear from Brady.
I do want to. Can I ask a
sure.
question? So you not only had the 62-yard touchdown pass to Colton Darty on 3rd and 38 or whatever it was, but you also had a 20-yard touchdown run with a nifty little fake to set that up. Mm-hmm. Would you rather be running the football for a touchdown or throwing for a touchdown?
Throwing for a touchdown, because everybody gets an opportunity to score. Then it's just better for the team when everybody scores. Everybody gets what they want.
Very diplomatic. You are going to be a coach someday. All right, let's switch over to Brady Strunk. And Brady, I'm just going to be like Harris Keaton and start calling you boss, because you played like a boss on Friday night. Over 100 yards on the ground, over 100 yards through the air. It was a gutty performance. I got to say, I thought it was the best game probably you've ever played as a quarterback. I don't know whether you'd agree or disagree with that. Probably. But, Rick, you take it away. But nice game on Friday night.
Thank you.
Brady, it was a very nice game. As a matter of fact, we got to look at the way the team participated, the way the team scored. Touchdown passes, rushing the ball, we did very well. And the other thing, I think you see as I'm watching the game that you're trusting the other receivers. We knew that Rylan Griffin could go up, battle for the ball, make catches. And now you found other targets in Jaden Myers and tell me who else.
Jaden Mays, got Colton Newport and Hugo Henry.
And 21.
Dawson?
Yeah.
Dawson Spradlin.
4
catches on Friday night.
Yeah. I mean, so now you're getting more comfortable with these other receivers. Mm-hmm. But on Friday night, South Doyle defense covered pretty well. That made you have to break down, escape the pocket, and probably carry the ball a whole lot more than Coach Harris intended.
Yeah, I ran more than I thought I would. I was wanting to throw it, but sometimes you just got to take what the defense gives you.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. The team, I thought that was a really great we want it type of effort. Mm-hmm. We want to be here. We want to play against a good team, and we want to see if we can accomplish the unexpected to win. And I was very impressed by the team effort.
Yeah, we kind of just want to show everybody that we can compete with what district we're in and who we play. It starts with us, though. We gotta have we have to have faith in ourselves before other people have faith in us. So I think Friday night was a good example of us thinking we could do it. Mm-hmm.
Breaking down the team, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Well, how else can you score in a game? Well, of course, you can kick a point after. Oh, how about a safety that you can get from the other team and the field goal? Mm-hmm. So we saw all that scoring effort. You don't play on defense this year. That's by design from Coach Harris. But I thought the defense stepped up the effort. The back end, between the corners and the safeties, and the line got some pressure on South Doyle this week.
Yeah, Stephen Adamy, he's a big boy. They put him up front, and he definitely deserved it this week. Went through and made havoc there on the line. Then we got Zane Lau, which also known as Bull Creek. He's kind of he's the tone setter for the defense, and after them, it's kind of hard to hold them back, I guess. So,
Gavin Terry, the center, he went up against 2 huge nose guards from South Doyle the other night, and I thought he did a tremendous job in that effort. He was our lineman of the game because of how well that he did taking on the biggest of the bigs that South Doyle put on the field.
Yeah, I may not look at from where everybody else sits, but those boys are pretty big. The ones he was against, about 6'3". Down there, it was pretty intimidating, but it didn't seem much came from the middle. Mostly everything that got back to me was from the outside. Right. So I think he done a tremendous job.
I want to talk about that 47-yard touchdown run. Was that originally a pass? Protection broke down, receivers covered, and you had to decide to take off with the ball, or was that the call run play?
No, it was supposed to be a pass, and I guess it got a little gutsy and just went for it.
Well, Gutsy, you did that several times at South Doyle the other night, trying to fight for that extra yard or sometimes 5 or 10 yards there like that. But that 47-yard run was a thing where you broke some tackles 3 or 4 yards past the line of scrimmage and reversed field and went and then had to actually outrun people.
Yeah, I ain't going to lie. About 20 yards down the field, I started getting a cramp. So if you can see, I do look very slow, but it was just a cramp. We're good.
I wasn't going to talk about speed in terms of slow, but, I mean, once upon a time you could clock it quite well, I remember. So,
But for my ACL days, I'm good. Yeah.
As a senior and your other seniors that you've got out there on the field, especially in that, 4 of them on the offensive line are seniors, and the rest of the seniors out there, how's our leadership to this point?
It's better than what's been throughout the years. Very vocal. Vocal and also shown. Used to kind of not everybody say something. You get a few people say anything, but now it's more you're expected to do it, go do it. And if you don't do it, they're going to let you know about it.
As I watch practice, I think that's Coach Harris letting seniors and or other players be a little bit more vocal to if you make a mistake, the coach may slide on that. But if a lineman makes a mistake or if a receiver makes a mistake or a linebacker makes a mistake, the coaches go to them, get them, and they respond very well to that type of enforcement. And Coach Harris, he lets his players, I think, have more fun than any football coach I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's I ain't gonna lie, when you're kind of out there on the field, it kind of feels like recess. I mean, just go have fun. But we're there. We want to win, but it's high school ball. It's not a job. We're supposed to have fun doing it.
It is a game, as you've said. What do you look forward to this week? Back at home, taking on Austin East, a team that, for whatever reason, we've had them on our schedule and only been able to play them. Last time we played them on the field was 3 years ago. We could never get a game against Austin East on the field.
Kind of just ready to get back to the farm, have more fans out there, and hopefully beat Austin East and get everybody's confidence up.
Wins will do that, Brady. Congratulations once again on being our Highlander Player of the Week.
Thank you.
All right, Caden Rector from Oneida, Brady Strunk from Sky High. Guys, good luck this week. Oneida. By the way, let's say this. Not very often do you get a chance to watch Sky High and Oneida because usually they're playing the same night, or one will be at home and one will be on the road. This week, both are at home. Oneida plays Oliver Springs on Thursday night. Sky High's got Austin East on Friday night. Should be 2 great games, great opportunity to get out and support both teams.
Can I grab just a couple of rapid-fire questions for each one of them?
Absolutely.
I'm just curious. This has really not much to do with football, just a little bit. I'm just curious. So do you have a player that you watch that you kind of emulate at the quarterback position? Do you have a certain one or a couple that you like or watch?
I like Kyler Murray. Because, he's small and I'm small. And
I get that,
yeah. He enjoys to run the ball, and I do too, so.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he used to play for the Dolphins.
Dan Marino?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Look, the second part of your question right there, Tim, Brady probably never expected to be a quarterback at the high school level. Sort of out of necessity last year, and it continued on this year. Brady is becoming a pretty good quarterback.
Last one I've got. Least favorite play call, because I think – I've never played quarterback, obviously, but to me, the screen, where they're going to act like they're blocking the guys and then they let all 5, 6 of them come at you, that would be my least favorite. Yeah. What's your least favorite?
Probably the screenplays. They're really stressful because if you mess it up, there's a lot of bad things that can happen.
I really don't have one. No comment. We'll go no comment.
All right.
Brady just lets guys bounce off of him, sort of, as far as that goes. But I've got a compliment for Brady. He led last week's devotional at for the Highlander team on Thursday night. He did it last year, and he did one last Thursday night. Proud of him for stepping forward and doing that.
All right, Brady Strunk, Caden Rector, thank you guys for joining us. Good luck this week in your games. We'll take a break and come back with more football talk on the IHSN Roundtable.